On 4th July 2022, the Indian football fraternity erupted with joy as Cypriot top division side FC Apollon, which also participates in the UEFA Womens Champions League, announced the signing of current AIFF Women's Player of the Year, Manisha Kalyan, a versatile pacing winger who first came to the limelight after scoring against Brazil in a friendly competition.
Those visiting ladies. Down this left-hand side, India, we get a shot in, goal for India!
And on 18th August, with a match against Riga FC of Latvia, where Apollon won 3-0, Manisha became the first ever Indian footballer to play in the highest level of women's football in Europe. Few days later, her national team compatriot Dangmei Grace too took the same route and signed a professional contract for the Uzbek Women's Super League side Nasaf Qarshi Women's. She also scored her debut goal on 9th August. These two incidents could really mark the new era in Indian football, where Indian fans could finally see their dreams of their favorite football stars donning the jersey of a well-known European side becoming a reality. As we all know that as long as the beautiful game is concerned, European football has always been the epitome of it. But the question remains that, being the second most populated country in the world and having a footballing history of 130 years, has nobody attempted to leap beyond the subcontinent? Well, the answer is many, who despite all the odds tried their luck. Very few succeeded, others didn't. But it's their passion and courage that has made all the differences. Let's take a look at the list. The first story goes back to 1930s when Muhammad Salim, the Indian juggler as he was abbreviated in the British media during his short period with the Scottish giant Celtic, became the first Indian ever to play for an European club. The story starts from two exhibition matches against the Chinese Olympic side in 1936 that was visiting Calcutta. There were two Indian teams, a combined civil and military team, and the other was India 11. Being in both the squads, Mohammedan FC winger Salim was scheduled to play both the matches. After some stints with Chittoranjan Club, Bowbajar Club, Sporting Union and Aryans, he signed a contract with Mohammedan in 1934. His brilliant performance in the first three among 5 consecutive Calcutta Football League titles with the Calcutta Giant sent him to those India teams. But after the first game, he went missing. Police were looking and even newspapers were requesting him to join the civil and military team. But Salim was already on a ship, boarding towards Britain. In August 1936, with some help from a friend named Hasim, he went to the Celtic Park and managed to get a trial. There were some complications as he was a habitual barefooted player, and after the permission from the local football federation, legendary manager Willie Melley, who won 30 major honours with Celtic, took Salim's trial. He placed him in the squad to play 2 Alliance League matches. In the first match against Hamilton Accies, where Celtic won 5-1, Salim scored a penalty with a powerful kick. The second match was against Galston. By then, news agencies and fans already started noticing him. In the match, Salim assisted 3 goals where Celtic scored 7. The ability to deliver pinpoint crosses and ball control caught all the attention of the fans as the chant, "Pass the ball to Salim," was in the air of Parkhead. After the match, the management was so convinced an exceptional talent had arrived, and to keep him, they even offered 5% of the gate revenue from the next match. But Salim already decided to go back to his home, and after rejecting Celtic and some other European offers, he rejoined Mohammedan FC before the 1937 season. With Mohammedan FC, he enjoyed fabulous success in 5 consecutive Calcutta Football Leagues from 1934 to 1938 and in the 1936 IFA Shield. Next one is the Sikkimese sniper and one of the best Indian footballers ever, Baichung Bhutia. When Bhutia joined English club Bari FC in 1999, he became the first Indian footballer to sign a contract with an European club and only the second to play professionally in Europe after Muhammad Salim. Baichung was only 23 at that time and had also tried his luck with multiple trials at Fulham and Wigan Athletic, but it was legendary Neil Warnock who gave Baichung a 3-year deal at the Greater Manchester side. On 3rd October 1999, he made his debut with the club and provided an assist for their second goal. On 5th April 2000, he became the first Indian to score in the English League after volleying a stunner against Chesterfield in the 3-0 victory.
Born player, reportedly
football, and it was a very well executed strike by the Indian skipper.
But fitness issues and lack of game time made it harder for him to succeed in the later part of his time in England. He made 38 appearances and scored 8 goals for them before leaving for Mohun Bagan in 2002.
मोस्ट कैप्ड भारतीय फुटबॉल खिलाड़ी श्री सुनील छेत्री संयुक्त रूप से दूसरे सर्वाधिक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय गोल स्कोरर, भारत के ऑल टाइम टॉप गोल स्कोरर हैं।
Sunil Chhetri, the ultimate poster boy and probably the greatest Indian footballer ever, too had tried his luck for playing abroad on 2 occasions.
So we're here tonight to announce that Sunil Chhetri, a forward from India, has agreed in principle to terms with the Kansas City Wizards of Major League Soccer.
In 2011, Chhetri became the first ever Indian player to play for a MLS side after penning down a 1-year contract with USA side Cansas City Wizards. The coach Trevor Vermes was so hopeful about the Indian captain's talent, but it didn't end well for Chhetri in a Missouri-based club. He had played only 66 minutes for the club, out of which 21 minutes came in a friendly against Manchester United.
First Indian player to join Major League Soccer.
To football, where it's a proud moment for Indian football. Portuguese top flight club, which is Sporting Lisbon, has signed Indian captain Sunil Chhetri.
In 2012, he was signed by the B team of Sporting Lisbon, while Portuguese international Joao and Tottenham star Aditi Dier were his teammates. This time too didn't end well with Chhetri, as he came back to India after struggling for 9 months. Later in an interview, he said that it was the physicality and the technicality of European football that amazed him and shaped his career. After 2 unsuccessful trial stints at Vancouver Whitecaps and RB Leipzig, India's Spiderman Subrata Paul signed a 6-month contract at the Danish First Division side FC Vestsjælland. Although he didn't play any official matches for the club, he was a regular for the reserve side and gained applause for his performances. The same year, Subrata's successor and current Indian custodian Gurpreet Singh Sandhu joined Stabaek FC of Norway on a 3-year deal. Gurpreet's case, though, had a sweet backstory in it. It was in 2012 when Gurpreet was playing for Kolkata giant East Bengal. Ex-Wigan Athletic goalkeeper John Barrick saw him training ahead of a derby clash and inspired Gurpreet to try his luck abroad. With Barrick's influence, Gurpreet got the chance to train with the Wigan squad under Roberto Martinez, and after 3 months, they were ready to offer him a contract too. But East Bengal were not ready to let him go without a transfer fee, so Gurpreet's English dream subsequently ended there. But 2 years later, when his contract ended, it was current Omani star and ex-Wigan player Ali Al Hafsi arranged a trial for Gurpreet in the Norwegian side. He made history when he appeared for an Europa League game as the first Indian ever. Gurpreet also had the chance to fulfill his contract and played 11 first-team games for them. In 2017, he came back to India after talks with Portuguese side Boa Vista didn't materialize. Sandesh Jhingan, another stalwart of Indian football, signed for HNK Siveni, a first division side in Croatia, but he had to cut short his time at there because of injury and lack of playing time. He came back and joined ISL side ATK Mohun Bagan after spending 6 months without spending a single minute in Croatia. Unlike their male counterparts, women footballers in India never had it easy when it came to infrastructure, roadmap or opportunity, and that made players like Aditi Chauhan to try it abroad and become successful. The story goes back to 2015 when lack of fixtures in women's football forced Aditi to pursue a master's degree in sports management from Loughborough University in England, and that's when she got a chance to play for the women's team of Millwall FC in Women's Super League 2. But as FA didn't allow foreign footballers who also holds student visa to sign professional contracts, the signing didn't materialize. Rather, she chose West Ham United Women, who were competing in the 3rd division back then. It was when playing for West Ham in 2015, Aditi won the Asian Footballer of the Year award. In 2018, she came back to India and joined India Rush SC in the inaugural Hero Women's League. As a striker of the Indian women's national team, Bala Devi has scored numerous goals in her career, but the biggest might be the one that she scored against Motherwell in the Scottish Women's League while playing for Rangers Women, becoming the first ever Indian women footballer to score in an European top division women's league. In her 1 year spell at the Scottish side, she further played 9 matches while scoring 2 goals. Many other players like Ashik Kurunian, Mohammad Nemil, Ishan Pandita also had brief stint at Danish football at the developmental phase of their career, and many others are fine-tuning their skills at abroad.